The only thing bigger than this man's talent is his heart, which I have seen on display at the Big Slick in Kansas City on behalf of Children's Mercy Hospital. This man is all about making the world a better place, whether it's through his generosity or with his supreme talent on Modern Family, which has netted him awards. And I love him. I don't care who knows it. I said it, meant every word I just said, and I didn't want to go in a draft night without talking to a man who will be waiting around but doesn't care how long he's waiting, because that means the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. He's Eric Stonestreet. How are you, sir?
Quick question. What would you do right now if I punched you in the face?
You saw that with Jordan Love, huh? Could you imagine that?
Yeah, that was awesome. I didn't mind the question, actually.
What are you trying to glean from that?
I think you're trying to glean how quick he formulates an answer, because it's such a crazy question, and how he reacts to the question. But then I think you're also waiting to see how he justifies his answer. I think that's the important thing of what he says.
So how would you answer that question?
I would say, sir, are you asking if I would punch you in the face as my football coach? Because I would restrain myself, because I want your family to have you as their father, so I would restrain myself right now. But then, I don't want to deprive your children of growing up without a father.
I like it. So
I think you just answer it with telling him exactly what you think you would do to him, without saying you wouldn't do it,
without also underselling your power that you would pack with said punch.
Yeah, I think you just tell him confidently, I would beat the living crap out of you.
Yes.
But I'm not going to.
All right, I'm going to do this. I very rarely do this with you, but I'll do it. How would Cam from Modern Family answer that question? Yeah.
Yeah, I think Cam would say, first of all, I love the question. It's a wonderful question. And then I think you would see the farm strength come out of him at that moment.
Damn straight the farm strength would. Oh, man. Yeah. It's funny. I was in preparation for this interview, Eric, because I'm a lead pipe wielding professional. I was wondering, how long has Eric had to wait for a first-round draft selection from the Kansas City Chiefs? What's the longest Eric has had to wait for a first-round draft selection from the Kansas City Chiefs?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, because this is as long as you're going to have to wait. Yeah. I mean, you're 32nd overall. You can't. That's as deep as you can possibly get. What I'm just saying is how the Super Bowl championship has brought you a long first draft night. And then I looked, like the last time the Chiefs have made a first-round draft selection was Mahomes. That's the last time they made a first-round draft selection.
We moved up to get him, yeah. Well, we had that number one pick a few years ago that we weren't happy about having the number one pick, but we got Fish there, and I'm excited about. I mean, it's a weird place to be in as a fan. That I love our draft right now because of the volatility of the board. First of all, not knowing who's going to go, where they're going to go. I think, like Brett V said, there's going to be a lot of surprises. So who knows who's going to be available at 32? But just given the coronavirus and the situation that we're all going through, the Chiefs are locked and loaded. Our team is basically what it was last year. So we don't have like the situation we had last year where we wanted McCole Hardman to come in and contribute immediately and learn the offense and learn the complicated schemes that Coach Reid comes up with. This year, we're not going to be asking that as much from rookies. Right. We don't need to.
Right, and that's why some might drop, some might not be, taken by teams because they aren't plug-and-play ready and things of that nature. But let's just say the Chiefs don't trade out because somebody might have traded up a little bit sooner for a player, and the Chiefs are like, okay, screw it, we're just going to add somebody. What do you want? Who do you want? What do you think?
Well, I think it's hard to say we would pass up a defensive back if the guy was there that we really liked. I mean, I think there's a couple. If my sources are correct, there's a couple offensive guys and a couple defensive guys that we like, that they like. Sorry, it's not a we, but that they like, and we'll see what happens.
By the way, you're talking like a general manager. There's some offensive and defensive players that you like. I mean, does that mean that you're not considering a punter or a kicker set 32nd overall.
Yeah, I think we're going to take punter and kicker out of the equation. I think we're going to take quarterback out of the equation.
Right.
No, I'm just excited because, again, this 32nd pick, if we don't trade back, is only going to contribute to the team this year, in my opinion. I mean,
right.
It's not going to be a developmental player. And the other good news is that we can draft for the next couple years, with respect to like the offensive line, knowing that you always need a good tackle,
right.
always need a good swing tackle. So I think that's a good prospect for us too, as far as just being able to draft for the next couple of years to keep Patrick surrounded by weapons.
Well, I saw in a couple of the mocks that if DeAndre Swift of Georgia or J.K. Dobbins, who I am thrilled will no longer play another down for The Ohio State University, those two running backs look pretty damn plug and play ready for me. And just to see that that's the guy that they would add after we saw what the offense looked like last year. Oh my gosh, Eric, I would love to see that for you. That's for sure.
Yeah, I like it too. I like our running back situation. The kid we just got from Texas Tech from the Raiders, and obviously Williams. When Williams is on, man, Williams is a beast. He is no slouch.
There's no doubt. I know. But you can't do enough.
I don't know. I think linebacker that can move quick and pursue, cornerback, those are two, and always defensive line. I mean, I think we proved with our rotation last year with the defensive line, and other teams are as well. Having a deep defensive line is crucial in the NFL, especially with these guys that Lamar and the running backs or the quarterbacks that move around so well.
Eric Stonestreet here on the Rich Eisen Show. All right, Eric, did you see the photograph of Andy Reid's draft room? Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what my favorite part of it is the most. It's clearly a basement because the windows are very high up.
Yeah.
It looks like he might be jamming a makeshift desk up against two red doors. I have no idea what's on the other side of it.
Do you have the picture up? Are you bringing the picture up on the screen?
Yeah, we got it right there, Eric. And then of course there is apparently some sort of device that's used for cardiovascular help that it does look like he's using, Eric.
Man, there's a big delay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, yeah, look at that. I haven't seen the wide picture of that. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, there you go. What do you think? Assess that for me.
Oh, man. He. Let me tell you, he is the best. I was intimidated to be around him and scared, a little bit nervous to be around him because of how much I respect what he does and stuff like that. But I've broken through that and can say now I've gotten to spend some time with him, and he truly is everything you hear the players and other personnel say about him. He's just an all-world guy. We have a lot in common, which is what's really crazy because he grew up here in L.A., and when he and I sit down and talk, we can have some of the same references as far as like hot spots of getting a good bite to eat in Los Angeles, and we really cracked ourselves up talking about different places to get a good burger or a good burrito in Los Angeles.
So are you also a grown-ass man at a punt, pass, and kick contest back in the day as a child, Eric? Did you have that in common with him, too?
Not as grown-ass as a man of him, but I didn't look too different than that. I was as tall as I am now, 6'1", when I was in 7th grade.
Damn.
So I stuck out like a sore thumb, and but he it is such a great all-world, all-time.
It definitely is.
Video of Coach Reid.
So,
and we're just so lucky to have him as our leader in Kansas City.
So is it, before I let you go, Eric, is it true you have given Roger Goodell pointers on what he should have as his background for tonight's NFL draft?
I would never, ever be so bold as to give the commissioner pointers. I think he is fully capable and has a great team around him. Having said that, Rich.
Yes, Eric.
I did. I told him, like, look, man, you got to just embrace it. Just embrace that you're in your basement. I don't know what that will mean for Roger, as you know, and I know, and people don't like to hear because they enjoy booing him instead and thinking he's the worst human to ever walk the face of the earth. He's a funny guy. He's got a great sense of humor. He's a kind individual to people around him.
Yes.
So I don't know what it'll mean for him to embrace his environment, but I suggested, sweatpants and flip-flops and.
Okay. Okay.
I said, I know you still have to be the commissioner, but I really want you to have fun with being in your basement as much as you possibly can.
Embrace the basement is what you told the commissioner of the National Football League.
You got to embrace. Don't deny the reality of where you are. I'm sure it's a nice basement, but just enjoy where you are.
He's told me and the Wall Street Journal, words I've never said before. It's right off the laundry room. So maybe he could just be out there, the Tennessee Titans select as he's folding, a shirt or putting socks together, and then he announced the picks.
Well, I told him he should be, like Cher in a concert and have like 5 or 10 wardrobe changes.
Did you really?
Yeah, I said
that's a good idea.
Coming out in different outfits.
The wardrobe changes. Well, again, he's right by the laundry room.
Changes, and I said it'd be really great if when you come back from commercial break, you're not where you're supposed to be, and then you just clearly have been doing something else. But again, he's such a smart guy because he's worried about anything, like coming off the wrong way. He cares about his job. He cares about representing these kids, and he knows it's these kids' days. So he wants to do right by them, and I know they're going to have some fun stuff in store for the virtualness of when the kids are picked.
Eric, thanks for the time, man. Congrats on that Modern Family run.
11 years, dude.
Dude, I mean, the amount of joy that you brought people and the rest of the cast and the people who wrote.
Also,
what?
You know what that means also, Rich? We've known each other 11 years.
That's been that long. Are you serious? 11 years.
Well, yeah.
That's right.
Because you were one of the first guys that I was like super stoked to like get to meet and talk to because I was a fan of yours before I was on Modern Family. So when I forget where we met for the first time, but yeah, we've known each other 11 years.
We have, and one of the first things I told you is I love your show. Your show is just and it didn't and the amazing thing is, Susie and I, my wife and I, we would watch it all the time. She's constantly watching reruns. Laughing at the last episode as hard as we did the first, the entire time. Never missed a beat. All of it, Eric.
Well, maybe you haven't seen the last of Mitch and Cam, Rich. Who knows? You never know, right?
Oh, is that a breadcrumb? Did I
maybe
just?
Maybe we'll move to Tampa Bay, Chris.
Yes. Yes.
Fantastic, Eric. Fantastic.
That was
so good.
As you would imagine.
Last question, Rich.
Pitch perfect.
What would you do right now if I punched Del Tipo in the face?
You just did, in fact, figuratively punch Chris in the face. Chris, I'm telling you, this is what people think. This is what, and he's got the Lombardi right now. Oh,
I've got 6. I can't hear. What'd you say?
Eric, they're done. Eric, they're done.
The delay on my TV is so long. I just now saw the look on Chris' face. It is perfect.
Well done, sir. Well done. Well done. You earned it.
Oh, man.
Mitch and Cam in Tampa, neighbors of Gronk, of Giselle and Tom, and Gronk and Gasparilla and Ybor City and all of it. Oh my God.
Okay, look, I'm excited for Tom. I'm excited for Rob. I'm a fan of those guys as athletes, and I'm really pumped for the city of Tampa Bay. I think it's a great new beginning for them.
A breadcrumb and a laugh. That's what we just got from Eric Stonestreet. Fantastic. Yep. Take care of yourself.
Love you guys.
Right back at you. Right back at you. Right back at you. That's Eric Stonestreet. Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
You talk about comic timing. I give him that introduction, and he comes right in. What if, Rich, question, what if I punched you right in the face?
He said Del Tufo.
Yeah.
Well, no, in the beginning.
No,
I know.
In the beginning,
and then he said my name.
I know.
And it should have been him.
But then we're like, did he give a breadcrumb? And then just because he's just been waiting. He was cultivating that. Oh. Ready to just throw the Brady and Gronk thing in the face of the Patriot fan here. Oh, that was just chef's kiss. As always, Perfect timing. By the way, I would see a Mitch and Cam show tomorrow.
Yes.
Tonight. No, I mean, tonight's the draft.
Not tonight.
You know what I'm
Next
saying?
week.
What I'm saying is
week.
I would consume such a program. 844-204-RICH, number to dial. Your phone calls and not one but two last general manager home draft rooms that we have cultivated. That's next on the Rich Eisen Show. That was great.
I mean,
Didn't see that coming.
Ba-boom! Ba-boom!
Eric he's so
Ba-boom.
quick. You can't. Yeah, you gotta always know he's thinking.
I mean, I've had
It's in
my
the back
fun
of
at
his head.
Eric's expense
Oh
for
my
the last
God.
few
I mean-
years, so
my God.
I deserved that one.
You kidding?
That was fantastic.
I deserved it.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.